Okay, so this is why I wouldn't usually do a video like this, but it's just one of those things where it's gonna take a while, so I can't record any normal videos. So we're gonna do this. I got a box. I took off the tape already. I used the stapler to take it off. I don't know why, but it worked. So yeah, packing peanuts everywhere. That's not important at all. Important shit's right here. That's not important. It's not important. It's important shit. No. Yes. Here we are. Alright, you see this thing? I hope like you can. I can't see camera angle. There's my stapler. Open this thing. Man, I told you, staplers. You need to open something, just use a stapler. I mean, yeah, you waste a staple, but whatever. So we got a piece of paper. Unfold this skull-shaped thing. Wait for it. We got a shirt with a skull-shaped thing on it. That's it. That's the video. I spent lots of money on that shirt. I hope you like it. No, okay, for real. That was free. That's just, it came with the with the other stuff. It's just those Intel free shirts, you know? I don't even know if anybody's ever really said, hey, this is what it looks like. But that's what it looks like. You know, whatever. I'll probably never wear it. But now the actual important shit. Well, right now we just got more free shit. This was also free. I can open this. Don't think I need a stick with this bad boy. I just make lots of noise with the this goddamn packing, so you can't hear a word I'm probably saying. This is fucking loud. I suck at unwrapping shit. Alright, so this is just a 8 gig stick of RAM. It's like super short. I'm not joking when I say this RAM is shorter than my thumb. That's a feature of it. It was free. Again, free shirt, free RAM. Nah, the good stuff, the good stuff. We got a motherboard. That's the real good stuff. It's a Z87 Extreme 6. Supposedly it retails for $170. Newegg sells it for $190 usually, and then it was on sale for a couple days for the actual retail price of $170. I copped this at the $170 price. So that's basically just the normal price. But it came with the free RAM. Like you buy that motherboard, you get a free RAM that costs $66. So it's like a $100 motherboard. Basically, almost. And it's like for all the features this has a lot more features than a $100 motherboard. Like I have really stupid feature requirements. Like if you look up my feature needs, you won't find anything that touches this. My needs were I need 10 SATA ports and 2 Ethernet plugs. Good luck with that. Then we also got the processor. I was thinking about the i7, but then I'm like, man, I ain't got that kind of money, so we just got to sell some i5 4670K. Even though Haswell, you know, oh, it doesn't overclock as good as, you know, whatever. I'd rather be on a new socket because I'm coming from AM2. My other computer over there, it's off frame, I promise. I'll get it in frame in a bit because I have something else to point out on it. That thing's running on an AM2 Plus. Thankfully, it does have the Plus. But I went to like just say, okay, if I want to just upgrade this, well, I can't. Is there anything else in here? Yeah, packing this. I can't upgrade that because unless I want to buy like from Amazon and something. This is all Newegg. Just because well, I live in California and this all shipped from the California warehouse, so I got it overnighted to me. It's actually like 9 something a.m. and they delivered it. So I got it really goddamn fast, which is nice. But I didn't have to pay any extra. That was the free shipping. It's one of the magic things about being in California. What were we talking about? Oh, if I wanted an AM2 processor, I would have to really go out of my way to get one, is what I'm saying. And that's a really dead socket. Like, I wanted 1550 just so I'm not jumping on the 1555 after it's already done for, you know. There's no more 1555s coming out. Haswell still got the, what's it called? Broadway? I want to say it's Broadway, you know? So I could always put Broadway on this thing, and, you know, like I said, I got the K. I didn't really need the K process. It was just like, just in case I come to the end of life on this thing, and it's like, I need a little more power! I can do that. So, let's go ahead and get another camera angle set up, and we'll work from there. Oh, one fun thing actually first. Here, let me show you my tripod. I have the most unique tripod ever right here, probably. Cover the lens up and make a lot of noise. I'm sorry about this. Now I gotta reattach my tripod and hold the camera in my hand. That'll be a second. Alright, so as you saw, it's kind of like a downward angled look at a box like this. That's my tripod. It's a bowling ball with a really tiny just a really tiny tripod in it. Thank you, Bounty Hunter. This has been a great bowling ball, Bounty Hunter. Oh, I had to retire it though. I mean, I really could still use it. It's a good ball. Got tons of other bowling balls too, but that's irrelevant. So since I have the camera in my hand, we can go ahead and kind of move over a bit to see this hell that I have to go through now. So we're just gonna walk over on the other side of my room. So this is the hell that I have to go through. As you see, there's two computer cases. It used to be I was running a hard drive where the cable would go in between. Well, it's hard to do that. So there would be a cable that goes in between the two computers, and there'd be a hard drive in this one, and it was bad news. I eventually figured out a way to finagle them in there. I got some adapters so they're sitting in the CD drive, but it was bad news when I had it like that. But then I got some record players just to give me some height, and I like record players. But then I got my monitor. Like, this is gonna take a while to disassemble because it's just one of those like things where it's like when I put it together, it was great, but now I really kind of need to get into that case down there and fix it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of disassemble this. Maybe I'll put it on camera. I don't know. All right, so here's a decent enough tripod spot. I got my Intel shirt on. I don't know if you can really see that, but it's an Intel shirt. Wrinkled as hell, a little too small for me, but who cares? So we're gonna get all of this stuff unplugged it out of here. First, I'm undoing the video stuff for this monitor. I'm not even sure where I'm gonna put this thing. I haven't got much room in here. Monitor's on that one. Cable comes up. Power came out. We'll just chuck it over there. I want to chuck it. My cables on my computer are tripping me. That's great. I don't carry on the monitor. Alright, gotta move the random piece of plywood. I mean, it really is just a random piece of plywood. Ow! Stuff falling on my feet. That hurts. Hopefully, all of these safe. Please! I mean, look, piece of plywood. Piece of plywood. It's gonna suck having to edit this out because there are some things I'm gonna have to edit on this part. This is a Sony PS242. You can get them on eBay for like $20. If that. This is a nice one. This is something. It's nice. Thanks. Chipped it though. When did I chip it? Shit. Oh, by nice I mean heavy. Oh! More shit falling on my feet. I need to wear shoes in this bitch. Alright. We'll just put this thing on top of the other record player. Alright, so now we gotta... Holy shit, I have a lot of cables in here. Lots of cables in the back of this computer. This thing is... It's been something else for its life, but... You know, this processor's like 7, 8 years old or something. Well, maybe not the processor itself, but the socket. It's a Phenom 1. You know, that's 2006, I think. That's pretty old. I'm not sure if it's 6 or 5, but I'm pretty sure it's 6. So, let's get all this stuff unplugged. Alright. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put the stuff in the front. I'll bring this thing over to our other area to work on it. Okay, so let me sit down. So I kind of redid some of the lighting. A little bit brighter coming from here-ish. Don't know about how much. A little bit. Anyways, first you gotta take off the thumb screws. Imagine I'm doing that. Imagine I even attach them. I don't. So when I picked up the case, this panel thunk right on my foot. Third thing to fall on my foot today. So this is the old setup. Quite a disaster of cables. The new one won't be much better though, just because I have a lot of things to plug in. So the only things that are being reused is hard drives, this graphics card, and the power supply. So I got a screwdriver right here. You gotta unscrew some graphics cards. I don't think all of them have to be. If you have one of those low profile ones, you can install them and be really lazy and it won't bend your case. But if you got one that's, you know, a good foot long or so, you want to install that because it'll be bad for everything. Got a thing for screws. And I almost flipped it over, so the screws fly everywhere. That's what's gonna happen anyways. At least I try to be, you know, good with this. Got SATA cables just flung everywhere. Let's try to get rid of those. Alright, so. Oh man. I forgot about this. This is a broken motherboard, that's right. So the release. I broke the release on this PCI slot thing. Like, I think that's what it was. It's been a long time since I've removed this card. It used to have a little release lever. That shit's broke, so good luck fucking getting it out. Yeah, maybe I'll leave that for later. Oh wait, is it? Oh, is one of those screws still attaching it? Hold up. I didn't realize I had 2 screws. So yeah, the first step is disassembly, you know? That's gonna take half this video. If you want an actual tutorial, I can make... There, look at that, it's easy. It's hard to tell, but there's a chip piece right here. It used to pop out more. I remember chipping it. So yeah, this is gonna be reused. It's old as hell. Like, it's the next on my to-do list for upgrades. It's, what a year. Well, it's made by BFG. They got a lifetime warranty on these. But they went out of anything 3 years ago. So, that tells you how old it is. It doesn't have DirectX 11. Doesn't have any fancy features. Alright, next we gotta pull out this as my add-on card. This is one of the main reasons I said I need something with 10 SATA plugs. This add-on card is just adding me additional SATAs. And I really don't like having it here just because on the BIOS it really... I think sometimes... Well, I shouldn't say it like that, but sometimes it seems like things fail to boot because of this. And I don't know how all those plugs just came out. Never mind, I do. This is the thing where I had all the cheap cables on. So they didn't have any latches or whatever. They just pop right out. Normally cables latch on and they're, you know, nice and strong. Not that one. That one's cheap as hell. Alright, so I'm also going to have to reorganize these drives probably. So one of the fun things I'll have to show you after I take this out, probably just because it'll be a little easier. So just unscrew all the screws that I can see. And I'll show you something fun. Okay, we're gonna pull off the, what's this one? Audio or USB? I can't tell from my angle. That's USB, so we're gonna pull off the USBs. This one's the audio. Like I said, it's been a while since I've been in this case. Pull off the audio cable. Don't need those anymore for a while. Ever, maybe. I don't know. Get that screw off. I try to not, get myself blocking shit. I mean, it's not me on camera, it's computer parts. Now, one thing I am concerned about. Actually, no, that's not a big concern. Well, maybe it is. Did I strip that screw? Yeah, the concern is that I strip that screw. Strip that screw. Can't talk right. Now, this is a micro ATX board too, which means it's smaller. I really don't know why I got this board. I think it was an emergency. It was an open box. That's right. It was an emergency board because my old, my BioStar board broke, and then I had to get an MSI one that broke ridiculously fast, and that was open box. So I'm not sure if it even worked quite right in the first place. Where's the other screw? So yeah, this is the one that's been lasting me though. BioStar one lasted a decent time though. Screw out. That doesn't sound right. There's one more screw somewhere. Let's see. Maybe this one, yes. Oh, there's this one. I couldn't see it because I'm trying to, like I said, keep my out the way. And wow, I see the board flexing when I'm undoing that one. So one of the nice things about buying used is the master. These screws that I put in this thing. It's hard to see with all these cables too. That's the other part. So that was fine. That was fine. It feels. It's just all these. Oh, let me unplug all these hard drive cables. I still gotta show you the fun part about my old graphics card. I got a cool story about how I got that though, at least, I was at garage sales trying to find old video games because I do collect those still. Well, I used to collect those. I don't much anymore. But I was at one, and this guy was like, "Hey, you want to buy a graphics card?" I'm like, I'm just thinking, sure, it's gonna be some piece of crap. But I bought that thing right as it was. Like he was the kind of guy who's like, I'm buying the high end stuff and I replace it once it gets new. So it was, whatever came out right to replace the GTX 285. That guy was like, all right, I'm getting rid of this. It was like, garage sale. Where is this thing stuck? Let's see here. What is it hitting? What is it hitting? Is it this? The tension from this cable? Oh yeah, I broke that cable. But it's not related to the stuff. This screw is not undone all the way. There we go. Alright. Finally. Well, I gotta maneuver through the cables now. So here's the funs about when you have to buy an emergency motherboard that doesn't have anything that you really want or need or... Oh yeah, guy. This is really kind of stuck with all these cables in the way. I'm trying to not break anything. Oh, it's still damn CPU power. That's easy to disconnect. Alright, so this is the old motherboard. I'm gonna get a little closer in a second, but so this is the fun part. As I said, it was an emergency board. I didn't have much option with it. One thing I didn't consider is eventually I'd have like 1 million hard drives. So when you stick this thing in here, don't get it like right here, you stick the graphics card in there, it just destroys half the plugs for hard drives. Just boom! You can't plug in things in half those plugs. This is a great feature. And then it had some spring-loaded thing, didn't it? It had like this. Is that a different motherboard? It had some motherboard that had this weird springy thing. What's this one though after all? Oh yes it was. No it wasn't. Maybe it was. What is this cooling? This one ahead. This is the one with the weird springy thing. Like, I don't know if it's busted or not, but this thing kind of springs back and forth for the cooling, obviously. I don't know if it's supposed to. Never really cared. I never had a problem with motherboard temperatures. CPU under there, you know, I'm not going to bother removing it because I don't even know how badly solidified that not heatsink gel, you know, the stuff that goes between the two is. It could be really bad. And I'm not going to bother with that because it's not a concern for me right now. My concern is getting that new stuff in. So, let's see, for now, there's a mess of cables here. But like I said, I kind of have to have a mess of cables just because of how many hard drives I have in this case design. It's just the way things are. So we're going to go ahead and see what's in this ASRock box. Shiny. So we're going to open this up. So I finally get an I/O plate too. The refurbished, used, open box, whatever it was. I don't remember which one it was for sure. I don't think it was refurbished. But it didn't come with the I/O plate, which sucked. And I had somebody comment on a video once, like, you don't know nothing about computers. You don't even know how to install the I/O plates. I don't got one. If my shit came with one, I would. Oh goodness, where's my stapler to open this thing? Come on. I'm doing this off camera just because it's so hard, but Jesus. Oh, I don't even need it. It's the SLI bridge. I'm never gonna SLI the card I have. That thing's up for replacement. Yeah, that's just I/O, ASRock Home Cloud. I don't know if I'll ever use because my computer's almost always on. Software setup later. Quick install guide later. Oh, that had a CD in it. CD later. Oh, it comes with a little sticker. A little sticker in the CD case. It's neat. So you can put powered by ASRock on your computer. Might have any stickers on this one? Nah. And the nice thing with this one, it comes with 6. It's supposed to come with 6. Let's count them. 3. There's somewhere else probably. There's 2 different types of them, supposedly. Well, oh, maybe there's 2 per package. Yeah, okay, there's 2 per package. It comes with 6 extra SATA cables, which is nice. Just a nice little bonus. Like, that's one of the nice things about this motherboard. It gives you bonuses. It gives you an extra, well, this is an extra. This is a sort of extra. I mean, depends how you mount things. It's for the USB 3.0 thing it has. You can mount it on the back of your computer, and then it gives you the shield for that. And this is the USB 3.0 mounter. I'm gonna have some really crappy jury rigging stuff on this thing. But that's for later. We'll save that for later, huh? Let's see what else we got here. Now here's the motherboard. It's a lot bigger than the other one. This is a micro emergency purchase, just for comparison's sake. This is the size. Big difference between micro and I shouldn't put a motherboard on the static. Oh well. I've never lost a piece of hardware to static yet, but you never know. Well, I say that, but I don't know why my Gigabyte one failed. I know why the other one failed. It was because it never worked right in the first place. So we're carefully bringing this thing out. It has a nice, that's kind of cool. It has this little foam around it, so I could just set it there. It goes on the some of the bottom. It's just the corner, so you could grab it. That's actually nice. You don't cut your fingers on the bottom parts. Alright. It's got that gold shit. It's got that purity sound. It's got the warning label on the socket. It's that good stuff, man. So we're gonna. I see. Okay, so this is interesting. I need to get a pair of scissors. I don't think a stapler will cut this. It's zip tied on through the screw holes. Let me try to get this off camera, but I don't know if I could do zip ties. Yeah, I don't want to manhandle zip ties out of this and then ruin something. So that'd be foolish. So I'm gonna commandeer a pair of scissors from. I don't know if I have any in here, so I'll cut the recording here. And I've successfully commandeered some sexy purple scissors. Did I move this down a bit when I hit record? Let me make sure it's good enough. Focus on the upper area anyways. Hopefully it wasn't like that the whole time because that cuts off a little bit of what I thought was recorded. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing on. Cut, whatever, to get it on. I guess that's what you have to do for this. Oh. I never had a motherboard that came like this. The last one I got, it didn't even have its original box. But it was open box. How does that work? And apparently I can't scissors. Well. There. 1. 2. I wonder if this is done for some sort of like, this motherboard has been used or hasn't been used type thing. 2. Wait, not 2. Or 3. Come on. There we go. I wonder if that's what this is for, because it seems weird to zip tie it. Okay. Go ahead and carefully get this off. And, oh, shoot. Oh, goodness, I don't even know which spacers it uses. Or if it has a... I will need to get in the camera frame for a second. Right now I'm taking off all the zip ties out of this. You can't install it yet, though. I had a thought. I mean, I would have noticed eventually, but since that one's a different type of motherboard, it needs a different placement of the spacers, which are just, you know, these little tiny screws with holes in them. I don't really want to do this on camera, so I won't. Alright, so I went ahead and filled in all the holes. This case, let me sit down again, has little tiny, just indented into the metal indicators where the spacers need to go. It's really hard to see. There was enough staring and saying, what the fuck is that? I got it. Now the next thing we're going to need to do is just clean. Okay, this is a disaster. Because I need to get the hard drive or I need to get the motherboard kind of in this hard drive area, so I need to detach all of these. Which is, that can come out nicely. These are all my storage drives. We're going to take all the SATA ones with us. This is a busted up SATA that I'm surprised held up. It's totally broken. It's hard to probably see. But the clip's totally busted off. I'm surprised it held for this ever. Take one off the SSD too. I think this is a clipless one. Yep. And the power on the SSD. See, I gotta reorganize this too additionally, probably. Well, I should, that's what I should say. I should reorganize it, but I don't know if I will. Alright, so that gives me a little more room. So I can push all these cables over there. Somewhere else. No, not here. Alright, so next we're gonna need to actually hold on, I need to grab some